I should have looked for the note. I always forget because sometimes the gifts don't come with the little notes. So, in the first round of things did not come with little notes. So I didn't look for them. But like this one, it doesn't have a name, it just says enjoy your gift. I don't know if that's on purpose, and that person wishes to be anonymous, but here's one of the gifts that I got. It's this butter squishy, and it smells really good. I have no idea what it smells like. I don't know if it's intentional. It smells sweet. It reminds me of some sort of like smell of like a sweet grain. But then I'm like, no. Like oatmeal, and then I'm like, no, I have no idea. But it's really squishy and it looks like a real stick of butter, to be honest. I just sit here in my room and I do this because I like the way it feels when it, like, I don't know, is that weird? I just like the way that feels. It's a nice sensory feeling. I guess that's what feelings are sensory, but thank you to whoever gifted me this. Thank you. Also, fun fact, I shaved with my buzzer and then it died. So all of this over here, this is still long, and then all of this, actually, it died right about here, and I was like, I cannot go to bed like that, so I waited. I plugged it in and I waited like a minute, and then I just hurried up and did it, and then it died again right here, and I was like, okay, I'll shave that in the morning, and then it's morning, and then I forgot to shave it, and now I'm on video, so. But yeah, it's actually, I got the upgraded one, and it's pretty squishy. It's pretty soft. I really enjoy this. Also, we have a little boy. There's a little boy sitting next to me. His name is Thomas, and he's a cat. But I just wanted to point that out. And then, I'll be really, really honest. I saw these, and I was like, oh my gosh. These would sound so good, because, you know, when people like do ASMR with rings on, and it's all clicky and clacky and clicky and clacky and clicky and clacky and clicky and clacky. I love that. And I was like, why can't I do that? So I put some random rings that I found on Amazon on my list. Because I don't really wear rings. But, you know, I thought it might be a good idea, and I think I mentioned it before. And then I was like, wait, I don't know my size, and I didn't want to make the same mistake as the Crocs, which I still need to return the pair that I bought when the ones that I was gifted didn't fit. I'm going to do that today when I go get my imaging, but I put some rings on there, and I almost maybe an hour later removed them because I didn't know my ring size, and then they showed up in the mail. So these do fit, by the way, and I'm really stoked. They do fit, and they came with coffee that I also removed off the list because I was actually someone that I know bought me the coffee, so I made sure to remove that from the list. But thank you so much It's kind of cheesy, I don't know. Okay, it came off easier than I thought it would. And then there's this one which looks like a bucking bronco, Can you see? He's like bucking and kicking right there on the ring, and it's got, all this little texture, and I believe this one is a ring finger one. There you go, you can kind of see the bucking bronco a little bit better. Ring finger one. It does slide around a little bit. I could probably fit it on my pointer finger, but it kind of gets stuck on my joint. So there's that one. And then there's just a very simple black, it's got glue on it. It's just black and silver with a little jewel, black rock on it. And then that's a ring finger one. They're supposed to be men's rings, but I don't know, maybe some of them look kind of girly. I'm not really worried about it. Also, they definitely don't all come correct. So these are a specific size, and this one doesn't fit my ring finger or my pointer finger. It fits my pinky, and it barely fits my pinky. Again, my fingers are kind of swollen right now. I'm not sure why. Okay, but it's a nice little, it kind of reminds me of a crown. Can you guys see the jagged edges, I know the lighting is quite low. Maybe if I actually lower the exposure, you can get better details. I don't think that's how that works right now. But yeah, it's got really cool jagged edges. And I think this is one of my favorite ones because as a kid, this is gonna sound silly. As a kid, I always saw those movies where the mob gangster, the head mobster has a pinky jewel, and it's just a fat rock, inlaid in gold or silver. I think usually gold. And I just thought the concept of I'm so rich, I gave my pinky the most expensive ring kind of a thing. I think that's a 2 Chainz line. But yeah, it's this green. This one's not a ruby. It's an emerald looking thing. Obviously none of these are real. They're just, real cheap from China, made in China rings. But I think this is actually a pointer finger one as well. And I like this one. I think I could actually probably style this one with another ring on my ring finger. But it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. And I can put some of these on and see if I can make some sounds. Let me show you just a few more. See, here's kind of the cheesy, but I think that's maybe part of the charm is the cheese. This one is you can see it's a heart on fire. It's a heart on fire. I know it's really difficult to see the front. The front camera isn't really the best for, detailed stuff. There you go, a heart on fire. And then there's 2 little hearts on the sides. You can just barely see it. This one fits on my ring finger for surely. And the details are so small, I could probably just pull it off. Just a little silly goofies. Little silly goofy style. This one is for my pointer. It kind of looks like chain link fence. This is the only one that I'm is that supposed to be? I have no idea. A stick with 3 sticks on it. It's stickly. That's definitely a ring finger one as well. But I can't really fit that. And here's a big skull. This one's my favorite because I just think it's, I don't know, I'm a dude. I think it's cool. I'm a guy. Skulls are cool. I grew up like drawing them and stuff, and my dad always thought they were really cool. And he would draw them and stuff, so just all kind of stuff. And then this is a pointer finger one. Look how swollen my fingers are. What is going on? I need to go to the emergency room. I'm just kidding. I got two rings that have, okay, interesting, another heart ring. And that is a ring finger one as well. And then we got just a regular band. Okay, 1530 is when I need to cut that out. A regular band, and that's a ring finger one. And then we've got this little Lone Star cowboy looking star. I mean, it's not cowboy, but it just reminds me of like Western stuff. Oh my goodness. I can see like silver paint getting worn off on my finger. It's like turning. Can you see it? That's so funny. That is so funny. I didn't realize they were that cheap. And then we've got this. This is really girly to me. It's a little. That's really girly, I think. I couldn't do it. I look like a very feminine man at that point, and I do not want to look like that. You know, this one is hit or miss, I think. I think you gotta wear that with other stuff. But again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that could look, you know, some sort of classy or punk with, you know, the right clothes. And I don't know if I have the right clothes for any of this stuff. And we've got another black stone. And what I wanted to do was, and that's all of them. But for, I think, a future video, because this video is already 17 minutes long, I can put a bunch of rings on. And, you know, I'll use my hands and just kind of click them and clack them together and stuff like that. But this video is very, very long already. And I've got to go to my imaging here in an hour. So I'm going to start my day and shave the rest of my face and say thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. And as always, please,